Today's video is the In and Out Declutter Purge series June finale. So if you have not seen my intro, I will link that down below if you want to go ahead and see the items or see the introduction, but more so just see swatches. In this video, I'm just going to go through the items again pretty quickly, hopefully, and just let you know my thoughts on them, how I like them throughout the month, and whether they're going to stay in my collection or if they're going to go out of my collection. So I'm not going to do swatches. So if you do want to see swatches, then I'll go ahead and I'll link the intro so you can go ahead and check that out. So let's get started. So the first item was the Bye Bye Redness by It Cosmetics. And this is just basically a tinted cream to cancel out any kind of redness on your face. The only places I mostly really get red is around like my nose area, like right here, and maybe like around my nose. This does work really, really well. I don't know why, honestly, I haven't taken this out sooner and continued to use it. I know when I first purchased it, I did really like it. And then I put it away, and the only thing I can think of is that I was, just like anything else, I was probably buying a ton of products and trying to use the new stuff that I bought, and this just got, you know, pushed into a drawer, so I sort of forgot about it. But it really does a good job on canceling out any kind of redness that you have. So this is staying in. The next item were the two foundations. The first one was by Urban Decay. It's the Naked Skin, and this is in the color 3.0. This is a very lightweight foundation. I really did enjoy, as far as, you know, not feeling heavy on my face. I wasn't like so crazy about it. But it's not where I think it's awful, where I feel like I need to give it away. I am going to keep it and continue to use it. I probably, honestly, though, wouldn't repurchase it. I'm just, again, for foundations with certain things, I'm still looking for, I guess you would say, the Holy Grail product, where I'm like, oh, this is it for me, and this is the one I'm going to keep repurchasing. I didn't feel that way about this one, but it wasn't awful where I'm like, oh, I don't want to use it, or it didn't do nothing for me, I want to give it away. It is very nice and lightweight, like I said, for like spring and summer. This would be a nice one to use. So I am going to go ahead and keep it. The next item was the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Foundation, and this is in the color 312 Classic Ivory. I am going to keep this one as well. I really do like this one. This is a good drugstore brand, and one that I probably would repurchase when they do those sales at like Walgreens and CVS, when they do the buy one get one for 50% off, and then if you match it with coupons, it's really a great deal. So this is, I do have a backup of this already, but I do like it because it dries powder, so it's very lightweight feeling. The only thing with this is you really got to work in sections. It's not something that you can dot all over your face and then slowly go ahead and blend it in. You seriously got to maybe put it like a couple of dots on one section of your face and then work on that section and then continue around your face. You got to work in sections because it dries so quickly to a powder. Unless you have speedy hands, you won't be able to do your face really well at once. So, but I am going to keep it. Like I said, for spring, for summertime, it's a very lightweight foundation. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing anything because it dries so powdery. So I am going to go ahead and keep this one. The next items were, let me see, the Jumbo Eye Pencils. So I had two Milani eye pencils. One was in the color Golden Bronze, and the other was in the color, what's that, Royal Purple. The Royal Purple one, I'm going to go ahead and pass along. It's very pretty. I mean, it's not that it's not pretty. It's not that it doesn't work good. I don't really use purple as much as I do wear purple all the time too. I really don't wear purple a lot as like an eye base. So I'd rather somebody else go ahead and get the use out of it. I do have a couple of eyeliners that I've actually never really tried to use as an eye base, but I would imagine you would be able to. So if I ever need a purple eye base, I'm sure I could take an eyeliner that's purple and try to do the same sort of thing to get the same effect. So I am going to go ahead and pass that along. The Milani one in the Golden Bronze, I am going to keep this one. I liked it, and it's light enough that I would use that quite often. And then the other four I had were from NYX. The colors were in Milk, Yogurt, Black Bean, and French Fries. So I don't know if you can see these colors well, but again, I have swatches in my intro. The milk I'm definitely keeping. The yogurt I'm definitely keeping. So those are yeses. They're staying in. The black bean, it's the same thing that I would say for like the purple. I don't really ever really use a black base. I mean, really, I don't know why I honestly really purchased it. In fact, I'm trying to even see. I don't think it was even used. I think I swatched it. But it's the same thing. If I ever happen to want to like do where like I guess like, I don't know, like a midnight blue on my eyelid, but I want the black so that it, you know, pops a little bit more. I would go ahead and maybe just try a black eyeliner. So I'm going to pass this along to somebody else. And the French fries color, it's sort of like in between, honestly, the yogurt and the golden bronze. So I was debating, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I honestly was going back and forth with this one quite a bit. So I am going to keep it for right now, but if it's something I don't use, like in the next month or so, I'll probably go ahead and pass it along. But for right now, I am going to keep it in the collection. So, on to the two duo shadows. These were by L'Oreal, and the first one is in the color Flamboyant, and it's a matte purple, and it has like a shimmery gold color, like a shimmery yellow gold color. This one I'm going to go ahead and pass along as well. I did use it once or twice throughout the month, and it's very pretty. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. I just I don't tend to work out of single shadows or duos or even really trios. I had to really make a conscious effort to grab those. I gravitate always towards a palette. If you guys watch my channel at all, you know I love eye palettes. Eye palettes are my thing. I love eye palettes. I mean, I love any palettes, but I really love eye palettes. So yeah, so it's not that, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. They are pigmented. They're very pretty colors. They wear all day long if you're putting a primer underneath. It's just, I don't gravitate towards duos really. So I would rather give this to somebody else that would use it. So I'm passing that one along. And I'm sure you know the answer to this. It's the same thing. This is in the color Flare, and it's like an orange color. And then this color is like a nude with a little bit of gold in it or bronze in it. Again, very, very pretty. It's just, I don't go for them at all. So I would rather somebody else enjoy them. So those two are going out. The next one was a NYX palette. It is the For Your Eyes Smoky Eyes palette. And I had said in the beginning in my intro, but that I would probably go ahead and pass this along, and I'm definitely passing along. I didn't even use this once this month. I just kept looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do another look with something else. So again, it's a nice palette for someone that likes, that does a lot of smoky. That's lovely. That does a lot of smoky eyes. There's, like I said, again, a lot of like blacks, charcoal, dark brown, there's silver, there's gray, there's like a taupey gray, there's like a bronzy champagne color, there's like a nude, what would you say, like almost not like an eggshell, but like a cream color, but just not my cup of tea. So I'm going ahead and passing this along as well. See, I'm getting rid of things. The next thing were the glitter and pigments, and this one was by Starlooks. It's in the color Tungsten, and this one was in the color, this is by NYX, and this is in the color Black Pearl. These two are very similar. They're just very smoky, like black pigments. I mean, I'm not going to use them, so they're going to somebody else. I didn't even use them at all. And the other color was by NYX, and this color was, let's see, I can't see the tab, in Orange Zest Pearl. It's a very pretty orange, but again, I don't know. I really honestly don't know why I purchased this, but it's going to go to somebody else. I am, however, going to keep the glitter. This is a gold glitter. Not saying that I would use this a ton, but this I would use. So I am going to keep this. So this is going to stay in. Now the next thing were the two e.l.f. contouring, blush, and bronzing powder duos. So the first one is in Fiji, and then the second one is in St. Lucia. And I used both of them, and honestly, I really liked both of them. I really did. So I am going to keep these for a little bit longer. This color right here, the St. Lucia one, the blush, I don't know, it just reminds me a lot of the NARS Orgasm color. So, I was just, it's like one of those things where I kept going back and forth that I'm like, oh, well, I'll give it away. But I'm like, no, I still really want to keep it. So I am going to keep them for now. But so I am. They're staying in the collection. I did use them quite a bit and I did like them. So they're staying in. The next items were the Sephora lip glosses. So I had these shades right here. I used every single one this month to try out. So here they are. Hopefully you can see them. I did like them. I really did. The only thing I would say, it's like, I don't need all these lip glosses. It's hard to get rid of certain products. It's hard to get rid of certain products. This is the first time, like I said, I use these lip glosses. So once you applied them, it had like a little bit of a tingly feeling for about a few minutes and then it went away. But I really did enjoy wearing them. I really did. The only one I would say that I didn't even use at all. I think I just swatched it. I'll probably get rid of is this color right here. It's basically just like a clear color, but it has like a little shimmer in it. It's called Gold Shimmer? Oh my gosh, I can't even say. Gold Shimmer. I'll go ahead and I'll pass this along to somebody. And again, I never even used it. I just swatched it on my hand. I don't need like a clear kind of a gloss. I have one already, and I honestly really don't use a lot of clear glosses. If anything, I'll just use a very, very like light, you know, color, or like a lip balm if I want a glossy type of a look. So this one is definitely going to somebody else. But I am going to keep the other ones. I did like wearing them. They felt nice on my lips. So, I know, sorry. I'm going to keep them. So those are staying with me. And then the last items were the brushes. I forgot what kind of order I went in the last time, but I'm not going to go in any kind of specific order. I'm just going to go and show you the ones I'm keeping, the ones I'm giving away. So the first one was the BH Cosmetics fan brush. It's this ginormous fan brush. I did get a good tip from Danielle McDonald. Hi, Danielle. To use it for, like just for bronzing, if you want to bronze your décolleté area. Or like your shoulders or anything like that. And I did try that. I'll tell you what the thing with this is that's bugging me. It's just too big. Even to do it like how Danielle suggested, the pan is just so tiny. I know you only do this, but I don't know. It's just annoying for me to use. It really is. So I'm getting this to somebody else. I even tried using it like this, like as a contour. It's just too big. So I am passing this along to somebody else. The next items were the, let's see, this is a prime brush by Michael Marcus. I didn't even use it. These kinds of brushes, like, I don't know, these, yeah, I guess they're used for concealer, I guess. I just don't like them. I really just don't. So I didn't even use it. I'm getting rid of it. And almost the same thing with this one. This is a Vincent Longo, and this is the number 25. I'm getting rid of this one. Didn't even grab it at all this month. Let's see. This one I used a couple of times. This is by Real Techniques, and this is the foundation brush. I didn't use it for foundation. I actually used it for like contouring, just to like give you like a starting point to do your contour. But again, it's like I have my favorite brushes for that, so there's no need for it. And for a foundation, I will never use this for a foundation because I already have my favorite foundation brushes, and I don't like this kind of a brush for foundation. So this I am going to give away. The next one was by Eco2s, however you say it. It is a skin perfecting foundation brush. I do have to clean this. I only use this, I think, twice. And I tried it for foundation. I think I used it for the Urban Decay foundation. Again, it's just not my foundation brush that I like to use for me. So I am passing this along to somebody else. Let's see. The Makeup Forever Professional. This is in I guess it's 150W. It's just a slanted contour brush. I am keeping this. I did like it. Like I said, I like just to use these kind of slanted brushes just to, for contour, just to give yourself like that, what's that word I'm looking for? I guess what, like just like that deep line that you start out with. So it just is perfect just to get in that area. So I am keeping this. This is staying with me. And the next one was the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86. I use this one to go underneath this area right here when you're putting, you know, concealer, or if you're doing your under eye highlight. I usually use this one. I do prefer the Sigma Tapered Highlighter brush. I mean, this is, no, not the tapered. It's wrong. Forget that. Scratch that. The Soft Blank Concealer. This is the F64. This is what I normally use. But this one was good too. And I do want to keep this to try out for creamed contouring. Because this is a really good like brush for cream too. To get in there when you first start for cream products. So I am going to keep this one. If I don't like it for like cream contouring, I probably am going to go ahead and then pass it along. Because like I said, I use this, the Soft Blend Concealer for underneath my eye area. And I don't need two brushes for that. But for right now, it's going to stay in the collection. The next two items were basically cheek highlighter brushes. One was from Sigma. It's the Highlight Diffuser E71. And the other one is by Makeup Geek. So this one is by Makeup Geek and this one is by Sigma. And these are for just the cheek highlights. I am going to keep both of these. I use this one even more so than I use the Sigma one, but it was really good just stippling it right here, your highlight right there. And I liked, yeah, I just liked the way that it worked, so I'm going to keep these two. Alright, the next items were the eyeliners, and I had an eyebrow brush. So these were all these brushes right here. The eyeliner brush, I'm sorry, yes, the eyebrow brush. This is just an Ulta brand. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I don't really use a lot of the pomades. I use mostly either the pencil or the brow, the tinted eyebrow. So I don't really use that. So I'm going to get rid of that. And for the pomade that I do have a brush that I can use for that. So I don't need like two brushes for it. The next items were all eyeliner brushes. This one's like a bent eyeliner by Sonia Kashuk. I'm definitely getting rid of that. I just don't use the bent eyeliners. It's sort of like the foundation. I have my little brushes that I like for eyeliners and to do wing eyeliner, so I don't really need anything else. And then the other ones are just random ones. I think a couple I just got from actually Michaels because I just thought they would look, you know, work really well for an eyeliner. And again, they do, but I love my Sigma eyeliner brush. So I'm going to get rid of all these. One of these in here was a Sigma. It's the small angle one. It's the one above the tiny one they came out with. And I really love the tiny one. But I tried this one again, which is the small angle brush. This is the E65. And this still works really good. So I am going to keep the Sigma one. So just for your reference, for the Sigma brushes, this is the winged eyeliner. This is the E06. This is the one that I love. I don't know if you can even see it. It's like a dot of a slanted brush. And then this is the small angled. So maybe you can see better that way. But they both work very, very good. But I really do love the winged one. The one that's on this side. I like that one the best. But I will keep the other one as well. But as far as the other four, I'll go ahead and I'll give them away to somebody else. I mean, again, they work good. There's nothing wrong. I like the way that those work better for me. Alright, and the next ones are, let's see. This one I used a lot. This was the crease brush by Ulta. And it works again, it works really good. It works really good getting in like just the outer corner and then start to blend things in. But I just love my Sigma brushes for it, and I like my MAC brushes. So this one I am going to go ahead and give away. The next one, I'm trying to think if I had this, this was already in my, I can't remember. Well, I don't think it was. The next few brushes I had were like dual end brushes. So this one was by Too Faced, and this one had like the, I don't know, like the shadow brush that comes in like those little duos and quads, and then it came with like a little, like a flat brush, not like a flat brush, but like a shading brush. And yeah, this one worked okay. I mean, this is good for like your lid and stuff like that, but nothing that I think I need to keep. I have my other brushes, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that to somebody else. The other brush was the crown brush. One has like the pointy end to it, and then one has more of a fluffier end. I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. Like I said, it's not that there's anything wrong with the actual brush. It's I don't like the two ends because I keep everything in like a glass like jar. And so if I'm putting one side in there, I'm forgetting that the bottom of it is even a brush, so I forget to use it. So I don't like those kinds of brushes. So this is the one that came with the Naked 3 palette. It's again more of like a flat brush and then more of just like a fluffier brush. I'm gonna pass that along. And then the last three, this one is a concealer brush by Ulta. Again, I really don't use the concealer brushes too much. I even tried using it as like a flat shaded brush for my lid, and I really didn't care for it, so that I'll go ahead and pass along. The next one is the Urban Decay shadow brush. Again, it's just like a flat shader brush. This one I might keep. I think I might keep this. This one worked pretty good for my eyelid, so I am going to keep this one. And then the last item was by Elizabeth Mott. It's an all-over eyeshadow, and I am going to keep this one too. So that is it for this month. So I'm getting rid of quite a few things. Obviously, the main thing I'm getting rid of, I think, is brushes this month. But I'm giving away all these brushes. The 3 pigments. The Sephora lip gloss. The NYX eyeshadow palette. The 2 L'Oreal Duo eyeshadows. And the 2 pencils, the 2 eye pencils. So that was pretty good. I look at it like this. Even if I can get rid of or if I pass along 1 or 2 items, then that's a good declutter for me. So still loving doing the series. I already think, I already have my items picked out for July. It just might take a few days to get up because I'm still trying to do all the end of month project finales. So just keep an eye out for that. And that is it. If you guys are doing these declutter series or, you know, reorganization or Purge series, I love watching them. They've become really my new little obsession. So let me know if you are, you know, doing any of these kinds of videos, and if I haven't watched it yet, please let me know so I can come to your channel and watch it. And that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye guys. Mwah.